Hey there, garden lovers. Are you dreaming of a bountiful harvest, but those pesky garden critters are turning your dreams into a nightmare? Imagine biting into a juicy homegrown tomato, only to find it's been nibbled on by unwanted guests. Don't let garden pests steal your hard-earned veggies and fruits. It's frustrating to watch your plants struggle, and even more frustrating to see your harvest destroyed. But what if I told you there's a way to outsmart these garden invaders and protect your precious plants? In this video, we're diving deep into the world of garden pest control, focusing on catching them early before they wreak havoc on your beautiful garden. We'll explore simple yet effective strategies to keep your plants healthy and your harvest plentiful. Ready to become a pest detecting pro? Let's get started. First things first, why is early detection so crucial? Think of it like this. A small pest problem can quickly snowball into a major infestation if left unchecked. Just a few aphids today can become hundreds, even thousands, in a matter of days. And by the time you notice significant damage, it can be much harder to get things under control, and you might have already lost a good portion of your harvest. So how do we become early pest detectors? It's all about regular garden checkups. Make it a habit to spend a few minutes every day, or at least every other day, really looking at your plants. Don't just glance over them. Get up close and personal. What exactly should you be looking for? Keep an eye out for these telltale signs of pest activity. Chewed leaves. Holes, ragged edges, or missing chunks from leaves are a big red flag. Look closely at the type of damage. Is it small holes, large irregular patches? This can give you clues about the type of pest. Sticky residue. Aphids and scale insects secrete a sticky substance called honeydew. If your leaves are shiny and sticky, especially underneath, you might have these sap-sucking pests. Discoloration or wilting. While wilting can be due to lack of water, it can also be a sign of root-feeding pests or pests that are damaging the plant's vascular system. Unexplained yellowing or browning of leaves can also indicate pest stress. Visible pests. This might seem obvious, but sometimes pests are small or well camouflaged. Look closely on the undersides of leaves, along stems, and around buds and flowers. Bring a magnifying glass for a closer look if needed. Unusual growths or bumps, galls, or abnormal growths on leaves or stems can be caused by certain insects or mites. When you're inspecting your plants, pay special attention to new growth, as this is often where pests tend to congregate. Also, check the undersides of leaves. Many pests prefer to hide out of direct sunlight. Now let's talk about some proactive steps you can take to minimize pest problems in the first place. Prevention is always better than cure. Healthy soil, healthy plants. Strong, vigorous plants are naturally more resistant to pests and diseases. Make sure your soil is rich in organic matter and provides proper drainage. Amend your soil with compost regularly. Water wisely. Water plants deeply and less frequently rather than shallowly and often. This encourages deep root growth, making plants more resilient. Avoid overhead watering, which can create humid conditions that pests and diseases love. Companion planting. Certain plants can deter pests or attract beneficial insects. For example, marigolds are known to repel nematodes and some other pests, while dill and fennel attract beneficial insects like ladybugs and lacewings, which are natural predators of aphids and other garden pests. Crop rotation. Avoid planting the same type of crop in the same location year after year. This can help break pest and disease cycles in the soil. Physical barriers. Use row covers or netting to protect vulnerable plants from flying pests. Copper tape around pots can deter slugs and snails. If you do spot pests early on, what are some effective and eco-friendly ways to deal with them? Handpicking. For larger pests like caterpillars, slugs, and snails, handpicking can be surprisingly effective, especially for small gardens. Just go out in the morning or evening and remove them by hand. You can drop them into a bucket of soapy water. Hosing them off. A strong jet of water from your hose can dislodge aphids, spider mites, and other small pests from plants. Repeat this every few days as needed. Insecticidal soap and neem oil. These are natural and relatively safe options for controlling a wide range of pests. Insecticidal soap disrupts the soft bodies of insects, while neem oil acts as a repellent and disrupts insect growth. Always follow label instructions and apply in the evening to avoid leaf burn. Encourage beneficial insects. Attract natural predators to your garden by planting flowers that provide nectar and pollen, like sunflowers, daisies, and cosmos. Ladybugs, lacewings, hoverflies, and parasitic wasps are all great allies in the fight against garden pests. Remember, catching pests early is all about vigilance and taking action promptly. By making regular garden checks a part of your routine and using these simple strategies, you can keep your garden healthy, your harvest abundant, and those pesky pests at bay. Now, tell me in the comments below, what are your biggest garden pest challenges? And what early detection methods have you found most helpful? Let's share our tips and tricks to create pest-free gardens together. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening!